Hi there, I am James LaVeck, and this is Life After Losses. This is a place where I share my thoughts as a double widower on what it means to live our lives after loss. Now, most people think the issue is time. We need more time, better schedules, fewer obligations, a clearer calendar. And sometimes that's true, but there are times in our lives, let me scratch that. There are stretches of life where the real problem isn't time at all. It's that you're trying to live on empty. And today I want to talk about the difference in entry 280, the energy test. So let's get into it. Now, can I be honest with you for a second or a couple minutes? There are times in life when we get so locked into doing, handling responsibilities, checking boxes, keeping everything from falling apart, that we completely forget to notice how we actually feel. And look, sometimes that's just life. Bills don't care that you're exhausted. Deadlines don't take personal days. People are counting on you. So you show up, you do what needs to be done. And that's real, that matters, but here's the thing that I've noticed, and maybe you felt this too. You can be doing everything right and still feel like your internal battery is stuck at 12%. Not dead, just low, always low. And no matter how much sleep you get, you wake up and it's still sitting right there at 12%. That's not tiredness, that's something else. Now for me, that feeling is a signal, not a crisis, not a sign that everything needs to blow up or that I need to quit my job and move to a cabin or woods or a shack on the beach, although honestly, some days that does sound pretty good. It's just a quiet nudge that says, hey, something's off, time to pay attention. And a lot of times, what's off is pretty simple. I've been giving out a lot and I haven't been refilling. We talk a lot about time management, how we can be more productive, how to fit more into the day. But I think the thing that actually gets away from most of us, especially when we're going through something hard, isn't time, it's energy. Because you can have a completely open afternoon and still feel too empty to do anything with it. Now, I love this Picasso quote, "Art washes away from the soul the dust of everyday life." And I think that's true for creativity, yes, but also for connection. For rest that actually feels like rest, a dinner with people who really know you, time with family where you're not halfway somewhere else in your head, a walk where you're not also answering emails, an evening where productivity is simply not invited and the door is locked behind it. Those things don't erase your responsibilities. They don't make the hard stuff disappear. They just restore your ability to actually handle the hard stuff. Now, here's the distinction I keep coming back to. Some things are hard, but they give something back. Raising kids is exhausting, but for a lot of people, it also fills something up. Building something meaningful, learning a new skill, walking through a difficult time in your life with someone you love. Those things can ask a lot of you and still feel worth it when you lay down your head at night. But other things just drain the tank and leave you feeling empty, resentful, disconnected, like you've been away from yourself for a long time. And you're not totally sure how to get back. If you've been through grief or major life change, you know that feeling well. Sometimes just getting through the day is a whole job. Getting up, functioning, making it to the other side of the afternoon, that's a win. And I mean that, that is a win. But at some point, whenever you're ready, and only you know when that is, it's worth asking, what still gives me something back? What makes me feel even a little bit like myself again? Not who I was before necessarily, but myself, whoever that is now. Because here's what I've learned the hard way. Balance doesn't just happen on its own. You don't protect a little space for things that restore you. Life will fill that space with more obligations. It always does. Responsibilities are very ambitious like that. So you have to choose some things on purpose. A dinner, a phone call with someone who gets it, an hour spent on something creative, a morning where you don't look at your phone first thing, a night where you just rest without guilt. Small things change the feel of a week more than we give them credit for. So now it's your turn. This week, I'd like to leave you with a few questions, and I actually want you to sit with them for a minute, not just nod and move on like you normally do. I'm assuming, I'm projecting here. What in your life right now consistently gives you energy, even when it takes effort? What's draining you beyond the normal hard parts of life? Where have you quietly accepted feeling depleted, like that's just the deal now? And what's one small thing you could do this week, just one, to tip the balance just a little bit? You don't have to overhaul your whole life, just nudge it. That's enough to start. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and drop a comment. And as always, thanks for watching.